Hello, this is Chris Pratt from Eurogamer, joined by Bertie Purchase.
Hello.
And we are going back to vanilla World of Warcraft, sort of. A new server, it's called Elysium, was launched over the weekend. And holy crap, did it take quite a while to actually log in.
Oh my god, look at those queue numbers. So even a vanilla World of Warcraft never had that many people.
Yeah, we did actually manage to get in, but I think that took us something like 5 hours, 4 hours.
Most of the day, yeah.
Anyway, we did it in the background. We were doing other work, I promise. Ollie, sorry. Anyway, right. What's going on with Project Elysium? You've been following this story
A potted history
for quite a while now.
Elysium, this new server is a fresh start server, so everyone starts from level 1. Mm-hmm. The other servers that Elysium reinstated recently were the existing Nostalria servers, PvP and PvE, which were closed earlier in the year by Blizzard's lawyers.
Yeah. Now this is because they're completely unofficial. They're not linked to Blizzard.
They are against Blizzard's rules. They're not allowed to exist. That's fair enough. It's fair game. But their argument is that Blizzard don't offer vanilla World of Warcraft anymore. Yep. So no one now has a way to play this. Vanilla World of Warcraft being pre-Burning Crusade, sort of circa 2006. As you'll see, and they're not making money from it.
And there's a lot of people. I mean, there was a petition to support these guys. Yeah, a lot of people want this style of World of Warcraft back. And
moreover, the other appealing thing of these services, there's only 3. They've somehow broken the player cap, so or the player limit of these servers, so they can be much higher. Hence the massive queue there for the server. And so you're looking at concurrent players of about, currently 10,000 on Elysium.
Yep. I don't know how that changes throughout the day, but yeah.
About 5,000 on the Nostalria's PvE and PvP ones. Mm-hmm. And it means that the worlds that you play in are much more populated. World of Warcraft currently sort of crowd pools servers.
Yeah, the servers are linked together, so you meet players from different realms.
So when you want to do instances and things, they fill up quickly because it grabs people from different realms and puts them in an instance.
But this is what it used to be like.
But there's no sort of fundamental populated server that you're a part of. Which is why people love this.
Exactly. So the Elysium server that we've just been on actually has loads of players, but they're all scattered over the place, leveling up because it's fresh. This is one of the Nostalrius servers, which amazingly already has
they are having a big
its
problem
own
with
spam bots. And Nostalrius has allowed players who used to play on the servers before they were shut down to transfer their characters across, which is what you're seeing here. Most of these characters are like leveled up.
This is so fondly remembered. This is World of Warcraft for me. Before Burning Crusade, this was World of Warcraft. Hanging around in Orgrimmar while people were logging on for raids and things, standing there, sitting there on my glowing pony,
hoping people would inspect you and see your cool raid gear. And that's what a lot of people have been saying. And there's an interesting thing to this debate as well. It's not quite as black and white as we may have already made it sound, because following the shutdown of the original Nostalria servers, Blizzard invited the team to their headquarters.
This was unprecedented. Yeah. This is people running a pirate server,
being invited by the people that own the game,
and not just like one or two. They invite them over, and all the big cheese are there. So Mike Morheim, the boss of Blizzard, and I think all that Eon Hazakostas, Tom Chilton, the guy.
So lead designer and previous lead designer were both there.
All the big. I can't remember the other ones, but it's like the top brass. The only person who wasn't there was Chris Metzen, who is now left, and Jeff Kaplan, but he's of course on Overwatch. So but they, for 5 hours, they get this team in a meeting room. And
exactly.
You think, this is no one's ever done this.
And Blizzard have still yet to come out. Obviously, they've made their legal case pretty strongly, but they've yet to come out and say what their plans are for.
You just got battered in
for vanilla servers. Actually, I was about to say getting to Ironforge with a level 1 character more difficult than getting to Orgrimmar. I'll just say. So we don't really know what's going to happen. We don't know how Blizzard feels about this, but it feels. It feels sort of like a historical moment for World of Warcraft, like the resurgence of the vanilla servers, and look how many players want to be on them. Like, regardless of your opinion of where they stand legally, like, there's clearly a big desire for it, and we're sort of just interested to see what the next step is going to be.
I have been talking to these people who are running this behind the scenes in a hope of writing a bigger piece, hence our sort of interest in the game. I've been following it closely because of that. I haven't got anything to share really because it's stalled a little bit. But I wonder what's stopping Blizzard's lawyers just from coming in and stepping on this.
Yeah.
And you look at all these people who have spent hundreds of hours to get to where they are, because old World of Warcraft was slow.
Do you remember when Paladin mounts were like a special thing? Like, oh my god, it's exciting because it's a different kind of mount.
But this could just be taken away.
Yep, and may well be in the next few weeks or months. We don't know.
Hence their reluctance probably to talk. So it's a fascinating thing while it lasts, and it does bring back.
Can you remember the name of the Gnome King?
Oh, I was Horde.
It's quite an obscure character. I want to see if people try and take a guess in the comments if you can name the Gnome King.
Bertie Big Nose.
You know you're a massive World of Warcraft fan if that's the case. Also, I like this as well. So this is the Deep Run Tram.
Oh, so we came here one Christmas 2005. Our Horde guild snuck its way into Ironforge and had a little party down here.
We used to do that as PvP players because it was an instanced area and sort of a safe ground between the two cities. But I love this because on the vanilla servers, people are actually using it as transport as it was intended instead of teleporting somewhere and then getting a half-stone or whatever. Like, this was different. Anyway, I'm going to end with one final clip from the Horde side of things. This is the, what's it called? The Hall of Legends, I think? The PvP bit, where you go to buy your PvP gear. Outside is listed the titles that you can get if you kill enough people, and you can't get inside unless you have the significant rank. That doesn't happen anymore. Those titles are completely unattainable. That is a moment of vanilla World of Warcraft that you'll never see again.
I remember those titles. I remember people setting their alarm clock to try and get High Warlord.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. And just super interesting to follow where this story is going. I have a hope and a suspicion that eventually World of Warcraft will have some kind of official sport. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But there we are. That is Project Elysium in its current state, and a nice little look back at what World of Warcraft.
Yeah, and if you want to see more of vanilla World of Warcraft, let us know.
Oh god, please let us know, because then we can go and go to Terra Nail or something. I know, that'll be so good. All right, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you,
and we'll see you next time. Bye.